What's the worst financial advice you got from your unit's retirement guru? Staff Sergeant Vernon Hayes was our company's financial genius. At least that's what everyone thought. Guy was always talking about his investment portfolio, his rental properties, how he'd retire at 40 as a millionaire. He ran these financial literacy classes during lunch. Completely voluntary, but half the company showed up. Vernon had this whole presentation with charts and graphs showing compound interest and passive income streams. I was a private making maybe $1,800 a month, living paycheck to paycheck, trying to figure out how to save anything at all. Vernon's seminar seemed like exactly what I needed. Listen up, he said, pointing at his laptop screen. The military retirement system is garbage. 20 years for 50% of your base pay? That's poverty wages. He pulled up more slides. Real wealth comes from real estate. I own 4 rental properties. Each one generates $1,200 a month in passive income. That's $4,800 a month I make while sleeping. Everyone was impressed. Vernon dressed better than anyone else, drove a brand new truck, always had money for nice dinners off base. Clearly, his system worked. Here's what you do, he continued. Take out a VA loan, 0 down payment, buy a house near base, rent it out to other soldiers. Use that rental income to buy another property. Repeat, that's how you build wealth. My buddy Kelvin sat next to me, taking notes like his life depended on it. This makes so much sense, he whispered. Why didn't anyone tell us this before? Vernon made it sound simple, foolproof. He even offered to help us find properties and connect us with his real estate agent. Within 6 months, 12 soldiers from our company bought rental properties following Vernon's advice. I was one of them. Used my entire VA loan benefit on a 3-bedroom house 10 minutes from base. Vernon helped me find a property management company, showed me how to screen tenants, walked me through everything. I felt like a real investor. My tenant was another soldier from a different unit, Staff Sergeant named Curtis Aldridge. Paid $1,500 a month rent. My mortgage was $1,300. I was making $200 profit monthly just like Vernon predicted. For 8 months, everything worked perfectly. I felt like a genius. Started planning my second property purchase. Then Curtis got orders to Korea. Moved out with 30 days notice, exactly what the lease required. No problem. I thought I'd find another tenant quickly. That's when reality hit. The property management company charged me $1,200 to find a new tenant. Ate up 6 months of profit immediately. New tenant moved in, stayed 3 months, then got chaptered out of the army for failing a drug test. Left the house trashed. Holes in the walls, carpet destroyed, appliances missing. Repairs cost me $4,000. My savings were gone. I was drowning in debt, still making mortgage payments on an empty house. I went to Vernon for advice. His office door was locked. His truck was gone from the parking lot. Nobody had seen him in 2 weeks. Turns out Vernon had been running this scheme for 3 years across multiple bases, convincing young soldiers to buy properties, taking kickbacks from real estate agents and property management companies. The properties he recommended were always overpriced. The management companies were always his buddies who charged excessive fees. The whole thing was designed to generate commissions for Vernon and his network. He'd just gotten orders to a new duty station, left before any of us realized what happened. 12 soldiers stuck with properties we couldn't afford, buried in debt we'd take years to escape. Criminal investigation opened 6 months later. Found out Vernon didn't actually own 4 rental properties. He owned 1 house that was underwater on the mortgage. Everything else was lies. The nice truck, leased, the fancy lifestyle, credit card debt. He got court-martialed for fraud, dishonorable discharge, 5 years in military prison. But that didn't help us. We still had the mortgages, the debt, the destroyed credit scores. Took me 4 years to dig myself out. Had to short sell the house, destroyed my credit. Couldn't get approved for an apartment lease for years. Lived in the barracks as a sergeant because no landlord would rent to me. Kelvin had it worse. Bought 2 properties on Vernon's advice. Declared bankruptcy at 23 years old. Left the army because his security clearance got revoked over financial problems. The property management company Vernon recommended shut down mysteriously right after he left. Owner disappeared. Turns out they were running the same scam, overcharging soldiers who didn't know any better. I'm 32 now. Finally recovered financially. Actually own a house legitimately this time. But I lost almost a decade of wealth building because I trusted someone who seemed successful. Last month, I got a letter from military corrections. Vernon's getting released next year after serving his sentence. He's already talking about writing a book on financial literacy for veterans, teaching them how to avoid the mistakes he made.